Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Saturday, June 28th, 2025. You may follow me on the Attack the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we freaking love that for you. God's kiss. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? I was going to say something and now I completely forgot. YouTube has done 2 updates this past week. It is still moving pretty slow, in my opinion, uploading wise for videos. Even when I did the witchy vibes video for today, for Oracle for affirmations. I think it was like 16, 17 minutes. It felt like it took forever. I think it took like 10, 15 minutes for that thing to upload. Just an FYI to let you guys know that it's still kind of slow, even with the updates that they did this past week. And that could just be because of usage. You know, it's summer, kids are at home, everybody's online. I don't know. But it's definitely not as fast as it has been in the past. So I'm just letting you know in case for some reason videos aren't uploading or whatever the case may be. It's slow. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Barthelman. You can find his decks at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. Sometimes you can catch him going live. He does free readings. I was on there once. I was able to catch him the once. He did like 5 or 6 free readings. He was on there for about 2 hours. He says he typically is on there on the weekends. I think I caught him on there on Tuesday or Wednesday of this past week in the evening. I'm Central Time. He was on from about 4 to 6 Central Time, which I think his time was like 3 to 5, I think, ish. Because I said about 2 hours. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. All right. 1 on the table. That was fast. 2 on the table. I cannot see what they are. Now I can. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know what that was. Just disregard that. I don't know what that was. What was that? We got 4 on the table. We got 6 on the table. We got 6 on the table and 2 majors. No reverse. Let's do 2 more shuffles. We got 7 on the table. 1 last shuffle. Ooh, 8 with the bottom of the deck. 3 majors. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles and the Sun. 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups, the Moon. That's interesting. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Top of the deck is Ace of Wands, the Empress, the World, and Two of Wands. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. I'm going to set this over here on the box on the windowsill. We've got 7 of Cups. We've got 4 of Cups. We've got Page of Cups. We actually have a lot of cups here, guys. We got the Hermit. We got 5 of Cups. We've got the Emperor. King of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. You can switch up energy if you need to. Sorry, I had a little bit of a burp. So I'm just gonna say it. And this could be you, because again, it doesn't necessarily have to be an emperor. You could say it's an empress. It's just energy. I'm often in my masculine energy. I've said that before. I'm woman enough to admit that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a man being in feminine energy. You should be in tune with your feminine energy. Like, how are you supposed to be in a relationship with a feminine if you're not in tune with your feminine energy? And there's a difference between being in tune with feminine energy and exhibiting feminine traits. They're not really the same thing, Just throwing that out there. I'm going to read the cards as they are, because it's just easier for me that way. This Emperor energy is trying to change something. Like, they're with the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Like, this person is not happy with who they are or who they have been, like in the past. With the Page of Cups, like this Emperor energy was probably a little I know Page of Cups in the upright is typically a positive thing. Youthful emotions is what Rob Barthelman put up there. Page of Cups in reverse is immaturity. But either way you look at it, it gives off a young energy. It gives off like a page energy. It gives off somebody that like doesn't really know themselves, somebody that's not secure, somebody that's not stable, somebody that's not viable. Like they have potential. The potential's there, but they would be what I call a baby. They're a baby. And again, that doesn't mean that this person doesn't have the potential to be the emperor, right? Like, this person is the emperor. They should be an emperor. They will be an emperor, It gives off that vibe. And I don't know, like, this emperor just isn't there yet. Like, they're working towards it, but they're not there yet. Or they thought they were there yet, and then they realize they're not an emperor. Like, they're not really putting off that energy. Because you got the Page of Cups, which says youthful emotions, and you got the King of Cups on the other side that says balanced heart. So it very much gives off like masculine energy that, like, And this actually kind of goes along a little bit with the last read for the collective, because it was about, it's posting to YouTube right now. It's a little bit long. It's about 40 minutes of me babbling. But it was about an energy of somebody that was in a committed relationship, but they were dating other people because they weren't sure that they wanted that person that they were in that committed relationship with. And that would give off a very page energy. Like if you don't know what you want, you're not a king. You're not an emperor. You're a page. You're a baby. You know, you don't know what you want. You're a baby. Like you're out there willy-nilly, with your emotions, dating this person, looking at that person, talking to that person because you like the interaction, you like the attention, you like different people. You're not really in that position as of yet to settle down, to know what you want, to pick another person to be your significant other. And this doesn't even really necessarily need to be in regards to relationships. It's just somebody that's not, they're not adulting. Not really. They're not in that mindset. This could be somebody, they have a job, a full-time job, that they love, but they can't pay their bills on time. They spend too much money. Maybe they go out and hang out with their friends at the bar too much on the weekend. Maybe they're constantly supporting other friends that don't have jobs, helping family members, even though they don't really have the money to do so because they're single and they're young and they don't make a lot of money. There's a lot of different things that could go into this. This could be a lot of different situations. It's just that it gives off a masculine energy that is just emotionally not in tune. And they want to be. Like with the Five of Cups and the Hermit, like they're trying to figure out how to get there. They're trying to figure out how to improve themselves, learn, grow, change, evolve. This Tower card is two parts to this story because this Emperor realizing they're not emotionally connected, that's a Tower moment. Them realizing that they're page status, that's a Tower moment. But it's also going to be a Tower moment when they get there, right? Because when you start actually adulting, and guys, this doesn't matter. This doesn't even matter what age. This could be somebody in their 20s. This could be somebody in their fucking 50s. I mean, there are plenty of immature people out there, male and men, male, female, it doesn't matter. Plenty of immature people out there. Plenty of people that don't have their shit together. So to me, age doesn't even matter. You can take how that resonates for you, if this resonates at all. But the second part to this tower is when this person realizes, like, I'm an adult now. I'm balancing myself out now. Because it's going to change, right? And it's not just going to change them on the inside, it's going to change their environment. Again, if this is like somebody that likes to go and hang out with their friends on Friday and Saturday night, and they spend a lot of the money at their bar, buying drinks, buying rounds, impressing women and or men, this is someone that's gonna move on from that, right? Balance themselves out, get more in tune with themselves, like, being at home or just going to a barbecue with family or just hanging out with one friend at a time and not necessarily going to a bar. it's going to change their landscape. It's going to change their environment, because they're not necessarily going to go to the bar every Friday and Saturday night and hang out with these friends. And if they try to, they're going to go and they're going to realize, like, I can't do this. Like, I moved past this, right? Like, now I'm adulting. Now I'm more balanced. Now I have a better idea of who I am on the outside and inside. I can't do this. Like, I've changed. I've grown. And it's not to be insulting towards those friends that are still in that page status, family members that are still in that page status, lovers that are still in that page status, but they're moving on. Like, they've figured their shit out, they've gotten their act together. They're ready to move on. And other people that they might have been close to, okay, my left side, the left side of my head is buzzing. The left side of my head is buzzing. Okay, this has happened like every day for like the last 4 days. It must resonate with somebody out there. When you fix yourself, fix yourself, whatever that means for you, when you change and other people don't, people fall off from your life. People, you go out of touch with people. Like, people, you move on from people. And it's not that you don't still love them and have feelings for them and care for them. It's just you're on two different paths. You're going in two different directions. Like, those kids are still going to the bar, but this kid, they're going to do overtime to make extra money to start their business, or they're going to church because now they realize they need a little bit of God in their life, or they met this girl or this guy that they really like, so they're going to spend more time with that person. Things change. People move on. And it's not always out of hatred or I don't like you, we don't get along, like, it's not always that. It's growth. It's abundance. And sadly, it's positive, right? It's positive, but sometimes you lose people along the way. You lose situations along the way. It happens, right? Like, think about being a kid and all the people that you were friends with as a kid, all those kids that you were friends with. How many of those kids are you still friends with today? Because most people would probably say not a lot, if any. I am still friends with one young woman. Well, I mean, we're both the same age, but one woman that I was friends with since, like, I don't know, first grade, kindergarten, second grade, something like that. And I've noticed in the last couple months, like, I think we're kind of like going our separate ways, and that's fine. We weren't always in communication anyway. Even though we've been friends on Facebook for years, like, I didn't always talk to her on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And the last couple of years, like, her and I have kind of connected and chatted and all that. And we always say we're going to get together. We never get together. She was probably at Taco Fest in Kenosha last night, like I was. I didn't see her, like, she could have been there. I would have had no idea. There were so many people. We could have made plans to get together. We didn't. And I've noticed, like, the last few months, because I've kind of moved away from Facebook, I was thinking about posting some pictures from Taco Fest. I don't know that I am. I haven't posted on there since like June 8th or 9th, like around my birthday. And I don't really want to. And the fact that I've kind of fallen off from Facebook, she's kind of fallen off from my life, I guess you would say. Like, I haven't really talked to her. And it's okay. Like, people move on. People go in different directions. People do different things. People fall out of touch, then they fall back into touch, you know? It's life. It's life. It happens. You know, I'm going in this direction, she's going in this direction. I'm single. I don't have kids. I'm divorced. She's married. She's been married a long time. Her two boys are, one's a teenager, one's an adult. You know, one's over 18. And a lot of what her and I have in common is the past. And the past can't always hold friendships together. Not sustainably, not for a long time. And it's okay to move on from each other. There's nothing negative there. There's no hatred there, you know, like it's just two people going in two different directions. It is what it is. This is going to be a tower moment for this person if it already hasn't been, because it's kind of realizing like yes, I improved upon myself. You know, I did what I needed to do for myself, and that's awesome. But shit, like I just lost half my friend group. Like I just lost, you know, Bob and Jim and Terry and Kathy, you know? Like how am I ever going to survive? Where am I going to ever find friends? You will. You'll make new friends. Work friends, people outside, people you meet at the grocery store. Like I mean, you know, people meet and make new friends every day. People make friends through old friends, you know? And I'm just going to be honest, like you guys, if you guys watch me on the regular, you know how I feel about tower moments. Tower moments are meant to be learning experiences. It's meant to show you even more how you need to grow and change and move on and quote unquote improve upon yourself, improve upon your life. Tower moments aren't really supposed to be bad. Like when tower moments come, you let them happen. You let that tower fall, because on the other side of that tower is the sun, the stars, the moon. Anything and everything that could be positive is on the other side of that tower. Let it crumble. With the Hermit and the Five of Cups, this Emperor is realizing that they're losing. But in the long run, are they really losing? Not really. They're going to gain. When you lose, you gain. Life is give and take. Life is push and pull. Life is karma dharma, right? For every positive action in this world, there's a negative. Or you can flip it. For every negative action in this world, there's a positive action. Action and reaction, I guess you would say, right? And that goes for people in their lives. You know, a negative thing will happen to you and then something good will happen to you. Maybe 10 good things will happen to you and then 5 negative things will happen to you. And you'll know if you're intuitive, if you're psychic, and I believe all of us have that capability, every single one of us. You'll know what moments are part of your karma dharma. You'll know, like, oh, yeah, that was to get me back for this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah, this was my karma for this. Oh, this is dharma. Oh, this is dharma. Oh, this is dharma. Yeah, like, you'll know when things happen that and then they just happen, or when you're actually, you know, getting that kick in the ass from God. You'll know. Again, this is somebody, this Emperor gave off a very page energy, and coming into this king energy, this Emperor energy, it's going to take them a hot minute to realize what I just said. The tower moments need to fall, that it only leads to healing and more growth. It's going to take them a minute because you got to recognize they're still coming out of that page status. They still have a little bit of that leftover mentality, right? And whoever this person is, whoever this emperor is with this 7 of Cups, they're gonna do a lot with themselves. Like they're gonna put a lot of effort into themselves, into what they want their life to be. With the 7 of Cups, it says dreams and desires. It very much gives off the energy of somebody's going to come into their own and realize their purpose and what they were meant for and what was meant for them. It's growth. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday, whatever day it is, wherever you are. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.